Okay. Mm. Fine. Malavika, do you know trigonometry? Malavika and Cecilia, trigonometry. Response students, unmute. Malavika, Cecilia, how much you all know trigonometry? Last year did you all study? You know, what about Malavika? Have you studied? Okay. We'll start trigonometry. Only formula students. Today I'll explain formula. Tomorrow we'll start. What about other students? Anya, Abigail, all of you remember, right? Angel, Kia, Bhargavi, Island. Okay. Trigonometry is used for which triangle? Yeah, which triangle? Trigonometry is used for which triangle? Right angle triangle. This right angle triangle, any one angle is 90 degree. Anyway, if I place a protractor here, if I place a protractor, I will see in a protractor 0 degree up to which one students? What are the angles we have? 0 to 180 degree. And what's the straight line we have? The middle line is how many degrees? 90. This is how right angle is formed. Look, right angle is just one part of the protractor, half of the angle, 90 degrees. So trigonometry basically right angle. Okay, any one angle is 90 degree. Fine. It can be less than 90 degree, but not more than 90 degree. For y'all, for 10th standard concept, trigonometry only 0 to 90 students, not more than 90. First thing. Next, if I take a right angle, I'll explain each and everything. Listen carefully. It is very easy. If you don't concentrate, trigonometry is one of the toughest chapters, students. In 10th, trigonometry is going to be one of the toughest. If you don't listen, if you don't concentrate, look, right angle. In right angle, what do you call AC? Anything opposite to 90 degree. What is this side AC called? We call it as hypotenuse. Now, let me take angle A, students. Angle A. With respect to angle A, if I mark it as angle theta, opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse. That is the longest side. Remember, hypotenuse is the largest side. Don't write anything. I'll tell you what to make a note. Hypotenuse is the largest side. Okay, largest side of a right angle triangle. Now, which angle I will choose in apart from angle B? Angle A or C? Where did I write theta? Angle A. So wherever I have written angle A theta, opposite to that angle BC is known as perpendicular. What do you call BC? Perpendicular. The other word to perpendicular is opposite. Can you see opposite to theta? I have drawn a line. Opposite. The remaining angle, students, the remaining side AB is known as base. With respect to which angle is this? With respect to angle A. If I take angle C, the entire value will change. Hypotenuse will remain as it is. Look at 90 degree is fixed. Opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse. Let me take angle C theta. Opposite to theta. Now this becomes perpendicular. Which is perpendicular? BC or AB? AB becomes perpendicular now. The other meaning for perpendicular is opposite. Remember the word opposite. Just draw an opposite arrow, you'll get the side. What about BC then? What about BC? BC becomes base. These are the two possible kind of questions they'll ask. Yes. So make a note, students. Write trigonometry. Draw these two triangles. Take first one, angle A as theta. Okay. After banking chapter, leave 2 pages. All of you are maintaining separate notebook. Tuition for tuition. Respond. Okay. Write it neatly. That will be helpful during revision. So if you lose the book, it is very difficult, students. I won't be solving the questions again. So maintain a separate book. After GST banking, leave 2 pages. After 2 pages, you start trigonometry. Right? Trigonometry. Draw these two diagrams. HYP stands for hypotenuse. PER stands for perpendicular. Perpendicular. The other meaning for perpendicular is opposite. So perpendicular depends on the angle which we take. For A it is different, for C it is different. Perpendicular and base will change, students. Hypotenuse is fixed. Hypotenuse will never change. Here, all of you have made a note. Completed. Did you get your textbook? Not yet. Max, except Max, they have given other subjects. Okay, fine. So do one thing. If at all you'll get, can you send me trigonometry before the class starts? Any one of you send me trigonometry before the class starts. First exercise. Okay, right angle is done. I will draw the diagram. Just draw a rough diagram, Bhargavi. Mark A, B, C. Don't have to use scale. Just draw a rough diagram. Angle A, perpendicular, opposite. Now, entire trigonometry, students, 90% of trigonometry depends on this perpendicular base hypotenuse concept. Okay, not 90, 100%. 100% depends only on these three sides. Okay, this is done. Now, when it comes to trigonometry, we have 6 trigonometry ratios. First concept is trigonometry ratios. I just write trigonometry ratio. What do you mean by ratio, students? Can somebody tell me the meaning of ratio? Ratio meaning is numerator divided by denominator. Numerator divided by denominator. If I take A, B, C. What are the 3 things I've told you? A right angle triangle has how many sides? It has 3 sides. And what are the most repeated part here? Hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. So for each side, they've given assigned a name. Hypotenuse, perpendicular, and base, students. For each, they've assigned one name. Now, ratios. When it comes to trigonometry ratio, we have 6 trigonometry ratios. I'll write it in order. Don't learn it from textbook, students. Don't learn from textbook or whatever your teachers give. That would be confusing. I'll write in order. Write sine first. Sine theta, cos theta. What's the order I gave in ninth? Do you all remember? Sine, cos, what? Sec, cosec. If you learn in this order, entire trigonometry is easy. In textbook, it is given different. Teachers also will do it in different way. Cot, sec, cosec. See, go through the order what I've written. First sine, next cos. Tan and cot. Sec, cosec. Fine. So first, sine theta. If I take A, B, C, students, A, B, C, and if I mark theta here, perpendicular. For theta, which is hypotenuse, hypotenuse is fixed. For this angle A, which is perpendicular, students, all of you will respond, which is perpendicular, BC, right? And what is base for angle theta? What is base? AB. Now, first thing is sine formula. What is sine? The formula for sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse. In this diagram, which is perpendicular, and someone answered perpendicular is BC. What is the hypotenuse? AC. Okay, I'll give you all the formulas. Sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is cos theta? Base by hypotenuse. And tan theta is nothing but take perpendicular and base divided. Perpendicular divided by what? Base. Write these 3 first. Remember this order. You have to memorize. Today, whatever we do, another 5 minutes, I'll give you all this formula, memorize and attend tomorrow. We'll continue with the questions. Perpendicular by base, base by hypotenuse. Here you get perpendicular by base. Is this clear, students? All of you understood till here? So remember only sine, cos and tan. The other three I'll tell you how to remember. Sine, cos, tan. The other three is this opposite. See, this is one pair. Look at the value what I'm writing, arrows. Okay, if tan is perpendicular by base, what is cot? Just the reciprocal. Yes, I have drawn the arrow here. What will be cot value? Just the reciprocal, base by perpendicular. For sec, what is the opposite of sec, students? Cosec, it should be hypotenuse by base. For cos, what is the reciprocal? Perpendicular by hypotenuse. So what's the formula? Hypotenuse by perpendicular. Malavika, did you understand? Cecilia, Malavika, is it clear? Formulas? Okay, except you all others have attended, students. From 9 they have learnt all this. Go through this. Now look at the diagram and tell me what is base by hypotenuse, students. What is base by hypotenuse? Base is AB, hypotenuse is AC. What is perpendicular? BC divided by base AB. This is how you find the answer. All this was a 9th standard concept. Okay, values will be given. You have to apply the values. I'll make you all solve few questions. First we'll revise and we'll start 10th standard concept. First make a note of the formulas. Go through this, students. Be quick. Perpendicular by hypotenuse, base by hypotenuse. For tan it is perpendicular by base. Cot is just the reciprocal. So if you write in this order, it is easy to remember. Sin, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec. And along with this, there are two special formulas for tan and cot. Take down this. Tan theta is equals to sin theta divided by cos theta. And cot theta is the reciprocal of tan. So it should be cos theta by sin theta. Fine, that's it. We'll end the class. Today I'll memorize this. Tomorrow we'll start solving questions. So sin, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec, all these are ratios, trigonometry ratio. When we talk about ratio, numerator by denominator, see that is what I've written. It should have a numerator and a denominator. Okay, then formulas for tan and cot, students. So tan theta is sin by cos, cot theta is cos by sin. All of you have made a note?